All right, let's see. Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope everyone's had a good week. Sorry, I think I have the hiccups. That might be kind of tough today. Let's see who we have coming in here. Welcome back to the AI note takers as well, the good old AIs. Let's see, Jai, what's going on, my friend? What's up, Jai?
Hey, I just popped in. I was on a call with Ina, man. She showed me this the AI dub. That thing is pretty bad. It's pretty bad, man. It's pretty dope. So
The you're talking about Dubb AI,
yeah, yeah,
the one in Slack that does all
yeah,
the
yeah,
cool stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That little slacker thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Slacker work on my nerves, but yeah, but I'm getting it. So I'm gonna get a
yeah,
head
it's just
start on your boy Kyan before he get because we know he on vacation. He don't got his
yeah,
laptop with him. So this gives me a whole day to be ahead of him. I should have it done by the time the team gets back to me.
no,
But yeah,
cool.
it's pretty
Yeah,
nice.
we got some people who are trying it out. You're one of them, a couple other folks as well. But before we do like a big announcement and everything, we just gotta make sure everything's running smooth, everything's working. But from a perspective of having the AI do some tasks that you can have them do, it's pretty convenient. So
Oh, it really is, man.
yeah,
Just thought today it could say it could write an email to somebody. Hey, write this person an email and send it to me. Send it,
yeah.
you know. Now I'm seeing more that it knows.
We
I'm
try to
pretty
set up for
impressed
the
on the describing about the AI. I think it's a couple more things I want to add in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. I think as long as everything is connected, I think everything is good. Asking it to do repetitive tasks like send
That's
daily
what I like.
reminders or daily, yeah, that it's really good for that too. So we're kind of, it's all still kind of being finalized, because I know that we're probably
Yeah.
going to do like a webinar about it and things like that. But it's neat to get feedback. So yeah, anything you got, let Ina know or Ruben or Darius, Jai, and then just yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, but the also other reason because you didn't mention nothing about this and the little trainings that I have you dropping on. You didn't say nothing about it.
Yeah, I
So I'm gonna
haven't
get on you about
really.
that.
Well, because the reason I'm not is because we've kind of hinted a few things. We've got to figure out a layout in terms of doing this. Might be a separate training itself on a daily basis or once or twice a week because with the live trainings, a lot of it is making sure people got the basics, of Dubb
Yeah.
with this. So it's kind of like its own kind of thing. So there'll
But
probably be some kind of
it's the new
mentioning.
basics. The new basics is easier.
Yeah, yeah, sort of. Because a lot of people are have Slack. A lot of people don't have Slack. So
I
it's
don't have
really,
Slack.
yeah. But you know what I mean? Like there are people that have like Microsoft Teams or they've got to be introduced to the idea of having this vehicle, that they can use this thing in. So we're still working on the messaging and stuff.
Yeah, and I'm this is my I'm going to go in there and relax a little bit, listen to you, see what you got, and
Yeah,
look at some videos on this Slacker and see what I can learn
yeah,
about it. And I
yes.
hear a lot of people use it, but it looks kind of complicated.
Oh, so you
Yeah,
mean Slack? Slack in
yeah,
general? Well,
yeah. I call it
Slack.
Slacker.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's funny. I think Slack is really good for, like us, like we use Slack. We have team members, everyone's, in different, because we have a bunch of different channels in Slack that we communicate in on different
Yeah,
topics. But I feel like if someone was in real estate or they were a solopreneur or someone that it was just themselves and they've never used Slack before, they can get Slack and have those channels for different outreaches. Here's my prospecting, here's my follow-ups, here's my, you know what I
Oh,
mean? The
that's
channels
right.
can,
And Ian tell me that inside
yeah.
each channel there's a thread
Right.
for
So
each one.
yeah, yeah,
I got it. I got it.
yeah. So just play with the task. The channels are the different things you're doing, and then when you get a hold of Dub AI inside of there, it will give you those within the channel. So it's pretty neat. You can just
Yeah,
separate that. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yep. You got it.
There's Kyan right there. He just
Cool.
jumped in.
Hi, Kyan. How are you, bud? Yeah, I was talking to your dad about good old Dub AI. So you're gonna have your work cut out for you as well, Kyan. That's
Yeah,
cool.
he don't know it yet. So
Hey, he's
I'm
back
ahead of
to
him.
Hey, he's back to school tomorrow on Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just give him Friday off and start on Monday? That's kind of funny.
Yeah, well, but you know he made a mistake on the last week's schedule there. He thought 16th was the next day. It was actually the day before that. And I made the
Oh,
mistake too because I booked it. I booked it. I'm
yeah.
like, oh, it's not until next month. I'm like, shoot, I had to wait a whole month for my vacation. So
Oh
yeah,
man, well, enjoy
it's
it when
well
you get.
deserved. So all right,
Yes, that's
Rob.
very cool. Good talking to you, Jay.
All right. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you, man, for everything.
Yeah, of course. See ya. And let's see, we had a couple people come in. Let's see, Don, I think welcome back, Don. I think welcome back, Patrick. Tariq, I think welcome back as well. Let me just kind of pop around the horn here since we got a little smaller crew today. Tariq, if you can hear me okay, if you want to say hello, you can. You can unmute if you want to say hi. Or you can say hi in the chat. I see that I believe you're returning, Tariq, I think, if you can hear me okay. I believe your name does look familiar. I think you've been in here before. But if not, you can unmute and say hi. You can put a one in the chat if you're new, two if you're returning, but I think you're returning. Let's see. Also, Don. Don, I think you've been in here before, Don, if you can hear me okay. If you want to unmute. Hey, Don.
It's actually been a while, but yeah, it's probably been a year since I've joined any of the
It's
um,
kind of like you're new, but not.
right,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's funny. What's going on, Don? What's been happening in that year? What's happening?
I'm just kind of getting back into the swing of things. I took a bunch of time off last year and kicked the
Okay.
shit out of cancer, and I'm
Oh,
back
wow.
at her.
Oh my God. Well, congratulations. That's obviously the most important thing in the world to take care of first.
Right,
Jeez.
right.
No,
So
that's
yeah, I
awesome.
actually sent my first video out night before last, so on a scholarship program that I ran, and so yeah, it was good to use it again, and I look forward to. I love your platform and um, just the ease of it. I'm looking forward to start utilizing it and using it more for sure.
That's great. Don, what's your industry? What do you do? I'm
Real
trying to
estate.
real estate. Okay, yeah, yeah, okay. So when I go through the training today, I usually mention real estate when I'm saying the examples, just the different styles and stuff. So you'll definitely have some concrete stuff in there in terms of visuals, that we usually talk
Nice.
about. Do you work with FISBOs, expireds, sellers, buyers, across the board, or is
Anything for a buck, man. But yeah,
okay?
I do
Yeah.
some Fizbos and expireds for sure. I'm into we're really putting a push this year on commercial. There's one guy in town that's really had the commercial kind of locked up for years, and we're going to go after him. And so I'm going to do a lot of marketing for that this year is kind of going to be my focus.
Are there a lot of like high-rise buildings, or are there like kind of strip mall kind of stuff, or what's the
No, we're
area
in a
like?
smaller town. They're like 20 to 25,000 people is all. So it's a lot of um, retail spaces.
Yeah.
There'll be some development stuff
Okay.
for different things that are coming into town, land for that, but
Got it.
primarily be existing buildings to lease or purchase or sell.
You
Yeah.
you could do if it was just land, you could stand in frnt of it and have the camera set up and say, "Imagine this right here," and you could
Yeah,
show the
yeah,
open space and then like put a screenshot behind you that shows what it could be done. You could do something like that. That'd be kind of
yeah,
cool.
for sure.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm so glad that you got your health back, my friend. That's the most important thing, and thanks for coming back in.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Had a
Cool.
lot of
Thanks.
people praying is definitely an answer to prayer.
That's awesome, man. It's really, 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 like I said, it's the most important thing. So, welcome back.
Thank you.
Cool. And let's see, Patrick, I saw your message in there. You've got an echo. Am I echoing? Echo, echo, echo. Patrick, if you want to try to unmute, I guess. Let's see. Hey, Patrick.
Yeah, hey, how are you?
Good. Am I still echoing, or how's it
No, you're
sound?
not. No, well, I left the chat and came back in, and it was clear. It cleared it up.
Okay, cool. Patrick, you're returning, right? Your name looks familiar. Am I?
Yes,
Am
I
I?
am. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I've just signed up, and I'm still trying to fit this into the call system we have here at the dealership. I'm in sales,
Oh, nice.
automobile sales,
Okay.
retail
Okay.
dealership. And so
Okay.
I'm trying to maximize you know, uh, my ability to prospect
Yep.
utilizing Dubb.
I think for the vehicles, do you have a list of like folks like that you reach out to? Like, are they warm leads? Are they all cold? What does that look like in terms of an outreach?
It's cold
Yep.
leads primarily, and
Okay.
you know, actually there are two types. At the end of the week, I have a list of warm leads. You
Yep.
know,
Yeah.
you turn the ones that you initially faced into warm leads
Yep.
after a contact. And so I'd like the ability to uh, mass call some of the cold calls
Hmm.
automatically.
Yep. Yeah. You mean mass, you mean send the videos out you're talking about.
Yeah,
Mass
yeah,
send.
send the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
videos
Okay.
out.
So these so from a coal perspective, just for a dealership, just so like how are they just like pass like are they buyers or how, are they just list of just
Buyers,
human beings in the area or
buyers,
how do you
period.
decide?
And
Yeah.
uh, well, some of them are warm prospects, shall we say,
Mhm.
and then some of them are just cold, like never had contact before.
But who are the but how do you figure out who the coal folks are for especially for a car dealership? Is it just folks that are in the area geographically?
Yeah,
Is that how
folks
that
that are
works?
in the area geographically.
Okay, got it. Okay. Well, I think, and do you typically just have their phone numbers or do you have their emails as well?
Geographic outreach, we get address and email primarily, and
Okay.
in some cases, phone number as well.
Okay. Yeah, I think for for the cold, obviously you guys have your own strategy in terms of sales, like deals that are going on. Maybe
Yeah.
where are you guys located, Patrick? What part of the country?
Winston-Salem, North Carolina, or the southeastern United States. So,
Okay, because you could do something fun weather-wise. I grew up in the East Coast, but I've been out in LA for forever now, so I'm so spoiled as far as weather. Forget. I'm like, oh yeah, weather makes a difference.
yeah,
But I'm saying, I'm sure you guys have like some seasonal stuff that makes sense in terms of the sales. But for the cold stuff, especially if you've never contacted me before and I'm getting, a video from you, a video email, it's
right.
got to be something enticing in terms of the hook and the visual. And I'll talk about that in a second when I start going through this. But
Okay.
but the warm folks are the people that someone has contacted from your dealership, right? Not couldn't just be you. Maybe it was you
Mhm.
or someone else, right?
Yes, it's myself.
Oh, it's you. Okay. So if it's following up, then it's obviously, I'm sure you have notes in your CRM as far as maybe how it went or something like that.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
Okay, then I would do something, I would do something where there's a style where you can hold up a message, like it can have to do with the follow-up. So there's also a cool thing that you can do with the mobile app called Picture in Picture that'll show where you could go around a vehicle or just kind of
Okay.
show a certain thing that maybe someone was
Yeah.
interested in. So I'll show you that as well. So it's really combining those three things.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Patrick, good to chat with you.
Good to chat with you, and
If you
thanks for
have any
contacting me.
questions, yeah, and if you have any questions, Ina's here from our team. Hi, Ina.
Mhm.
And she knows everything about the platform, and she's amazing. So she's here, and if you guys have any questions in the chat, feel free to drop them in there, and we'll kind of address
Okay.
them as we move along.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
Cool. Thanks, Patrick. Okay, so let me share my screen, and let's jump in to the most important aspects of Dubb. All right, here we go. Okay. So the most important thing we want to think about when someone gets a dubbed video is what are they visually seeing? How is it being delivered to them? What does it look like? So when you record a dubbed video, it's going to be a 3-second animated preview, a repeating motion of the first 3 seconds when you hit record. Now, there are different styles to create with dub, but whenever you hit the record button, whatever you're doing for the first 3 seconds, that will continue to repeat as a preview for someone to see. Now, we want to make this thing as interesting as we can. So you'll notice in this example right here, I'm saying, what's your hook? That is something you want to figure out before you even decide to record a video. You have to know your hook. So whether it's a cold, warm, follow-up, whatever it is, what is the reason they're going to want to click on this? So to do that, you can do it a couple ways. Whether you have ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Grok. If you have Auto right within your Dub dashboard, right here, that's our little AI guide. Okay. What you want to do is go to your favorite AI and say, look, here is my industry. Here is my ideal client profile, my ICP. Here is the value that I would like to convey. Here is the action that I want them to take. And I need a hook. Give me a hook, a 3 to 5 word hook phrase that I can use to get them to want to click on this video. Now, the AI, once it understands your people and the approach and what your goal is, it will give you a list. And you can say, give me a list of 20 3 to 5 word hook phrases. It'll give you that list. Give it a go through, give it a human pass, give it back to the AI if you want to make some adjustments. Like, hey, I want some more FOMO in this, or I want some more specificity, or funnier, wittier, whatever the note is. Then, when you're happy with that list of 3 to 5 word hooks, then you can decide on what kind of video style you want to record. Now, the reason we say 3 to 5 words is because you'll notice on this little whiteboard that I'm holding up right here, I got 3 words on there. 3 to 5 words is nice and punchy and it physically fits in a good space. Also, 3 to 5 words fits really good up here in an email subject line. So that's what you want to think about. Now, the hook in the subject line and the hook right here visually, they can be one and the same, or they can be slightly different. Now, once you have your hook, what kind of video am I going to record? This one right here was done with the basic webcam recorder inside of the Dubb website, the webcam. I have the Dubb mobile app on my phone, and the Dubb mobile app has a whiteboard feature where I can type that 3 to 5 word hook. So that's what I want to do here. Now, this is probably one of the most straightforward ways you can convey a message because the hook is right there in front of someone's face. It's right here. And you just want to have a little bit of movement since it's an animated GIF. Just do a little point, a little lean, something like this. Bring a little life to it. So this is a very straightforward style to make a video for someone. Now, you also, from this same webcam, can decide to do this. You can drop a visual screenshot behind you. Whether this is someone's profile, could be a vehicle, like we were just talking about car stuff, automotive stuff. It could be a property in real estate. It could be an article you want to share. It could be a website someone they need to check out. It could be a screenshot of an action someone took. Maybe they filled out a form. So all of this is able to give context and a hook. So if you're not holding up the hook and you feel that that screenshot is going to give enough context for someone to want to click on this, then just give a little point back, a little wave, a little turn, something like that. Now, if you want to do both, you can do both. So I can do something that looks like this. I can drop the screenshot behind me and I can hold up the hook. This would look something like this. If I was in real estate, drop a property behind, hold up the property address or a cool fun fact about the property. If this was a vehicle, we're talking about automotive, have that vehicle behind and have a cool maybe drop in price or something, or that feature that they really were kind of curious about. Now, whatever industry you're in, context behind, hook in front, if you want to do that combination or one of the other. And again, this is recorded right from the basic webcam. Now, you also can do screen recordings with Dubb that look something like this. This was recorded with the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder. That is a browser-based screen recorder. So if you want to record anything within your browser, the Dubb Chrome extension is a nice, quick way to do this. So what you want to do is Google Dubb Chrome extension. It's a 3-step process to pin it right up here in the browser. You can see the Dubb symbol right up there at the top in the browser. And that'll give you the ability to put yourself on top of a website that you want to walk someone through. You can see me doing that right here inside the bubble. Now, we know that this is a market update because we can see the title. But notice again, I have that additional hook inside the bubble there. We know it's a market update, but there's been a big change in the market. So I could have, if I didn't have that hook in there and I'm pointing at the market update or I'm doing something like this, that's fine. But why not have that additional message to make them want to click even more? So if you want to be on top of anything within your browser, inside of a bubble, using annotations to point things out, scrolling through something to bring that value, this is a great way to do this. Now, there's also another screen recorder option that we have, and that is the Dubb desktop app. Now, the desktop app can go on top of anything. The browser-based screen recorder, the Chrome that I just showed you, browser-based. Desktop app is like a drone that flies over the top of your computer. It can go on top of websites, Canvas slides, videos, documents, whatever you want. And it also has the ability to crop in closer to what you're showing. Notice on this site here, I'm cropped into something specific. So when I show you these two screen recorders back to back, you'll see the similarities and differences between the two. But the big takeaway is Dubb Chrome extension is browser-based. Dubb desktop app is not browser-based and can go on top of anything. Now, you also lastly have the option to record with your mobile app right here. Now, just like we did with the webcam, I can throw a screenshot behind me. I can even throw a video clip behind me if I wanted to on the mobile app as well. It wouldn't have audio, but you can have a little visual running behind you if you want. You also can have text on the screen, so you can do the same stuff we were just talking about with the webcam. You also can just do your hook. If you want to do a simple introduction video or have a simple hook like we talked about, just put it in different font, different color, move it around. And again, it's about connecting with that person. And this is a nice, simple video that could do that. Now, the mobile app also has this really cool function right here. This is what I was talking about at the top. This is called picture in picture on the mobile app. It uses both cameras on the phone, and when you're recording what's in front of you, it will put you on the screen at the same time, so you can walk someone through something. So obviously, property walkthroughs, this was like tailor-made for that. You can react to what you're showing. But if you were doing the automotive stuff, like I was talking about at the top, and you got a vehicle and you want to show something inside the car, around the car, have yourself on the screen. Hey, how about this feature right here? You could also, whatever industry you're in, you could sit right in front of your computer, pull up a document, profile, website, all the stuff we talked about, and then you could just lean in to the computer and show what you want to show. If you're doing any kind of local prospecting, you can record the business you're outside of and then head inside. If you're at a conference or a big meeting or an event, record the crowd, say what's going on, and then post it to your social or send it as a video newsletter update. If you're ever with a client in person and you just have them sit across from you, put this on a selfie stick or hold it, and you can do a little interview back and forth where you're in the left, top left, they're in the middle, and you can do a quick little video testimonial interview that you can post. So, a lot of cool stuff you can do with picture in picture. Now, regardless of the style that you do choose to record, when someone receives this thing and they see the animated GIF and they click on it, it's about their experience once they do this. So they're going to be taken to a customized landing page that we call in Dubb terms a preset. It's going to have your logo right over here to the left, the initial video you've recorded right in the middle, playlist videos that are going to play right after this video. Seamlessly, they're going to run right into it. Now, the cool thing about having a playlist is it provides more information for the person watching, but you also can record your pitch video. I'd say minute and a half. You record it once. It plays right here in the playlist and it'll run right after this video here. So you want to make a video about why someone should work with you. Go with your product or services, right? It's your pitch video. And you only need to record it once because it will always play after this first video. Because these first videos should always be about that hook. I would say I wouldn't go longer than a minute on these first ones. 30 to 40 seconds is probably the sweet spot. Get right into the reason that you're, saying this video. Now, if you have video testimonials, this is a great spot to have them in the video playlist because it kind of completes the circle here. The people get to hear about experiences that they've had through your product or services. Now, if you don't have video testimonials, I'll show you a quick way to get them in a second. Below here, you have your call to action buttons, your CTAs. What would you like someone to do after they've consumed this content? Would you like them to book a time in your calendar? That has been probably the most popular button, I would say, over the years. But they could visit your website. They could email you back. They could fill out a form. You could have a link to an external form. You could have them download a document, a listing agreement, a contract, a guide. You could have them check out a case study you have below. They could leave you a review. So there's a number of options you can have below. Now, if you do want to get video testimonials, this is a strategy that a lot of Dubb folks have used over the years. This reply with video button that you see below here, if you want to get a video testimonial from someone, send them a video, have that button below it. And when you send them the video, you're going to say, hey, listen, thanks so much for using my product or service. Would love to get a video testimonial from you. This is not complicated. You don't even need to download anything. Just click the reply with video button below and let me know what your experience has been like. Or whatever questions you ask, they send the video back to you. And then you get a little notification inside of Dubb that you have a video reply. And then you just take that video, make it part of the playlist, and now you have that really cool circular thing going on over here in terms of the experience that has really helped a lot of folks over the years. The last part of this experience is over here to the right, and this is your AI assistant called SIA, your Sales Interactive Assistant. Now, the cool thing about having this on your page is when someone lands here, maybe they're thinking about taking the next step, but hey, maybe they're paused. They're like, you know what, I'm not sure. I have questions. So over here to the right, you can have your FAQs. So they can click on this one here. They can ask the AI a question specifically. And when the AI gives an answer, it's going to push for your desired outcome. Now, the cool thing about this is it wants to keep the momentum going. So when you do this, it's going to give the answer and say, look, let's get this thing moving, book a time or whatever next action you want them to take. Also, the AI is educated inside of your Dubb platform dashboard where you can give it individual website pages where it will physically learn what's on those pages. And you also can upload a PDF as well. So it can learn exactly about what it needs to learn about. Now, as far as these preset landing pages go, you want to have different preset landing pages for different parts of your audience. So if I was in real estate working with buyers, sellers, FSBOs, and expireds, I would want to have individual preset landing pages that speak to those parts of my audience. If I was in insurance and I worked with different kinds of insurance folks, marketing, coaching, consulting, finance, automotive, like we talked at the top, you could have warm and cold. You could have different kinds of folks who want different kind of vehicles. Have different pages set up that speak to those folks. And that's really worked over the years. And if you're on a free trial with Dubb and you jump up to a paid plan, we have an optimization set up with the team where they'll meet you in Zoom and they'll help you set all of this up. And all of this is tracked too. So did someone open your email? Did they watch your videos? Did they interact with the AI? Did they click on any buttons? Helps you follow up in a very intelligent way because you know what they've done. So you can really control your messaging. Now, as far as recording these different styles that we talked about, how would we record them? What's the physical way we go about this? So, to record a webcam video holding up the messaging there, what you want to do is go inside the Dubb dashboard. You're going to click on the red camera icon that sits right at the top. That's going to open up your webcam. And when you have this opened up here, now you're going to be able to record. Now, if I want to drop a virtual background behind me like you saw in that video, I'm going to go below, select virtual background. We have a bunch of stock stuff, but I would go to your photos, and this is where you're going to upload all those screenshot options we talked about before. Properties, articles, websites, profiles, whatever it is. It creates a little library for you that sits right here. Just choose the one that you want, and then boom, you have it behind you as a virtual background. Now, just make sure you have good either natural light or ring light or a combination of both. If you do talk with your hands, I would keep them. I would go dinosaur T-Rex arms, keep them within your shoulders because if you're out over here, you're going to go into the soup a little bit. So I'd keep them right in here. Now, if you want to get the whiteboard that you saw that I was holding up with the messaging, you're going to use the Dubb mobile app. So you want to go Dubbapp, Dubb app. And when you have the Dubb app, this is where you're going to access the whiteboard. So here's the mobile app. Here is the whiteboard button right at the top, little square with the person in the corner. You select that there, and now you can type. So all you're going to do is type your hook. Type it, turn it. There you go, just like this. Now, if you want to use a teleprompter, we have it available across all of our recording tech. So to access a teleprompter, you have to have a script saved into Dubb first, and then you can click here above your head. You can either go right to scripting where it says create new script, you can copy and paste one in there, or you can scroll from the scripts you already have saved in the platform, or you can choose, see if I just chose this one right here, or I can search for it by title. So if I do a title of a script in here, I could go just like this, and I could pull up the script that I want. Now, once the teleprompter drops down, I would put yourself about arm's distance away from it. Let the words flow up into your top eye line. Give it a practice read so the words don't surprise you. You get the right inflection. This is going to be the speed right here. You can adjust it up or down. This is the play button. See if you like that current speed that it's on. Back the text to make it smaller or to make it bigger. If you want to make any changes after you give it a little read, you're like, you know what, I want to make some changes here. You can make some real-time changes with the pencil icon. Just make the edits, click save, and now it's ready to go. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring in my hook. I'm going to hit record, and here's what this would look like. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. Now, there are a number of aspects to Dubb, and I can hit the pause button, stop the recording, stop the teleprompter, click this button again, and it will resume and I can keep going. If I want to delete this video, it's the red X. And if I would like to save this video into the Dubb platform, it is the blue check mark. And to close the teleprompter, tap this here. So I'm going to save this video into Dubb now. I'm going to hit the blue check mark and it's going to save it inside the platform. Now, when it saves it inside the platform here, it's going to land us on the video edit page inside of the Dubb platform. Now, when we land in here, we have a number of options that we can choose from. So I can change the title right up here at the top. So I can highlight the title in here, change it to whatever I want to. Hit the check mark, saves it internally. I can download the MP4 version of any video that I save into the platform. I can download the MP4 file right there. I can preview what this video looks like on a preset landing page by clicking the button all the way to the right, the little square with the arrow, and that's going to open up a new tab. And I can say, yeah, okay, here's my landing page. It's got my buttons, my AI, my logo, everything looks good. Now, if I wanted to change that to a different preset landing page that I've created, I can click this little drop down right here. Notice that it says Rob's preset with a little green check mark next to it. That is my default preset landing page. Whenever I record a video, that will always be the page that is attached to it, unless I change it to a different preset landing page that I've already created that you can see in this list right here, or I can search for a preset by putting the name in. And then all I have to do is just click on the one that I want, and with one click, it changes everything about the background. I also can upload this directly to YouTube. If I have a YouTube channel, I can do that as well. And every Dubb video has a QR code. So I can select the QR code here. Great for physical mail marketing. In real estate, if you're doing door hanger stuff, perfect for that. Anybody doing physical mail marketing, whatever industry you're in, it's good for. If you're doing an open house in real estate, perfect. Throw it on the counter. Hey, thanks for coming to this property. By the way, if you want to see similar properties, click below. If you're not in real estate and you're doing any kind of conference or meeting or event, pre-record a video that says it was great meeting you at the event when you meet someone. Click below to stay in touch, or you can have it as a placard set up in a booth if you have a booth. Now, every Dubb video that you save in here, you have analytics on it. So we have this little AI coach here called Kyra right down here. So if you want immediate feedback on your video, non-biased immediate feedback, click generate, and it's going to give you delivery analysis feedback, visual feedback, and content feedback. You also, over here to the right, have activity, like I just mentioned. Anybody clicking on the videos, anyone watching them? If they are, what's the watch percentage? You can really follow up in a smart way. Also, every video that you save into Dubb, you can edit. So if you click the edit button here, I can come right down here. I can play this video. Hi, this is Rob. I can drag my timeline like you see me doing down at the bottom left. And what I can do is if I want to cut something out, let's just say I drag it to this point. I'm going to hit the scissor icon right over here, splits the clip in two, play it or drag it to the second cut point, scissor icon, and now I have it in three pieces. Whatever is highlighted in orange is what I can get rid of. And all I have to do is hit the trash can and it's gone. And if I want to bring it back, just click undo, undo, undo as many times as you did the cut, and it's right back to where you started. Now, we recorded this video. We have it on a preset landing page. Now we just want to share it. So to send this by email, here's what you would do. You would open up a compose. You want to make sure that you have the word video in your subject line. Important that you have that. You also want to have that 3 to 5 word hook that we talked about in the beginning. There is your hook. A little bit of text in here, and then you're going to drop the video in. Now, to drop the video in, anytime you click on a video inside the Dubb platform, there's always going to be a big blue share and send button right over here to the right. Click on share and send, put the email into the person you're sending it to. You can add a little personalization of the text at the top of the video if you want to. Not a necessity, but you can. Click copy for email, and then you just come in here and you click paste. It's just a copy and paste, and you're able to send it. Now, we're also going to look at screen recording videos like I mentioned in the beginning. So this one right here, how would we record something that looks like this? So anything within our browser that we want to be on top of and walk someone through something. Again, that is the Dubb Chrome extension. So Google Dubb Chrome extension, 3-step process to pin it at the top. You can see the little Dubb button up there in the browser. Then it'll put it on top of anything on any site within the browser. I'm going to use LinkedIn as an example. Say I want to reach out to Ruben. I'm going to click the little button to the right. It's going to put me on the page. Now, regardless of any site that you're on, there are 3 things that you want to pay attention to with your webcam: size, shape, and placement. So for size, you can change the size just by grabbing the edge here, like this. You don't want to go too big because then you're covering everything on the screen. What's the point of doing that? So I would say right in here. And then you also can change the shape. So phone shape, rectangle, square, circle, whatever feels the aesthetic and kind of matches the page that you're on. Ruben's in a circle. I'm going to be in a circle. And then lastly, you want to think about placement. Where's a cool spot to put yourself? I'm going to put myself right up next to his bubble right here. I can zoom myself in for a tighter frame if that's what I want. I can back it up. I can move myself around. I also can turn my camera off right over here. I can do an audio walkthrough of this if I wanted to. I also can use my headshot if I want to use my headshot. And if I am live, I can put a virtual background behind me as well. I also can use an annotation tool. So right over here, I can grab this, move this around, use it. I'll do it in a second. I also have access to a teleprompter right over here. Now, this teleprompter is a little bit different than the one I just showed you before because this one can physically move around the page and I can manipulate the sides like this. But it is similar to the webcam one where you can adjust the speed up or down like this between 1 and 10, and you also can back the text off or zoom it in. So I'm going to move this up by my camera up here at the top. And the thing to remember is if you're ever going to use the teleprompter with the Chrome extension, don't go full screen on your browser. If you do, it will hide that teleprompter tab and you won't be able to get to it. So you want to leave a little bit of a gap at the top. Don't go full screen, leave a gap because you want to be able to click it forward with your mouse so you're able to use it. Lastly, there are three orientations to record with Chrome. If I select camera all the way to the right, that opens up like a webcam. If I select tab, it's going to be a clean cut of the page that I'm on. None of the tab mess at the top will show. And if I select screen, it will record my screen and I can bounce around to different tabs if I want to take someone on a little tab journey. For this example, I'm going to use tab. I'm also going to bring in my hook that we talked about before, right? Because we want that additional messaging. I'm going to click record over to the right, start recording. I'm going to choose my tab. There we go. I'm going to click share and here we go. Hey, Ruben, this is Rob. I wanted to send you this quick video because you're in technology, I'm in technology. Let's have a tech chat. So again, I'm reaching out, doing the hook, I'm doing a little turn, a little move. That's my animated preview. And then I decided to jump to full screen because I wanted to make a point about something. Jumping to full screen, regardless of the industry that you're in, regardless of what you're showing on your screen, is a nice way for you to make a point directly to someone and then to return to the page. It breaks the visuals up. So if you want to do that, just hover your mouse over your webcam, double click it, it will bring you here, double click the screen to go back. You also can click the little button at the bottom that says expand webcam. Click it there to go back. You can scroll around. You can be very free flowing while you're recording, or you can decide to hit the pause button. Take a break for a second. Click it to resume. If you want to use the annotation tool, this is really good for pointing things out. A lot of people have used these over the years. Arrows, text on screen, you can draw on the screen, you can do circles, you can underline, you can do putting things in numerical order of importance. Really cool for pointing stuff out. So if you want to reach out on LinkedIn, this is a very great way. This is a really original way to do it. If you are looking to put yourself on top of anything within your browser, within your industry to explain anything, Dubb Chrome extension. I'm going to hit the check mark below. And again, the check mark is now going to save this video inside of the Dubb platform where we were before. It'll take us right to the video edit page. Now, if I wanted to share this video with Ruben on LinkedIn, I want to make sure that I am connected with him first. So on LinkedIn, you want to make sure someone's a first connection. Once they are, then you're going to click the message button below, and then you'll have the ability to drop a video in there, just like you see here, the animated preview, which is so original for someone to get, and you'll be able to send that to them. Now, with LinkedIn, we have an integration with them. So when you have the Dubb Chrome extension, you're going to see this little button at the bottom, little Dubb button right there. So when you select that, it's going to open up the Chrome extension, which we just used, and you're going to see me scrolling through my video library, just like this. So I select the video that I want, I pop it in there, I can highlight the text and change it to the hook if I want to, click send, and off it goes. And Ruben's going to see that nice animated preview when he receives it. Now, the last screen recorder that we're going to look at is the Dubb desktop app. So what we just saw was the Chrome browser-based. Dubb desktop app is not browser-based. It can go on top of anything. So you want to Google the Dubb desktop app, download it from Mac or PC. When you do, you're going to see this little Dubb symbol, and you'll see either at the top or at the bottom on your computer screen. And you'll be able to see the functionality here, and you can click View Quick Menu. If you select view, actually, you know what? Hold on one second. You guys should not be able to see this yet. Hold on. I was just using the desktop app yesterday and hold on. Give me one second. There we go. All right. Let me show you that again. So at the top, there's a little D symbol on your computer or at the bottom. When you click on it, you'll be able to see the functions here, or you can select View Quick Menu. Then this will pop up, this menu here. I'm going to click Record Screen so we can compare and contrast the Chrome to the desktop that you just saw. So first of all, the webcam does all the same stuff that just happened with the Chrome, all the same stuff. If you pick the annotation tool, does all the same annotations. If you select the teleprompter, it can be moved around like the Chrome, but it's different in this regard. When you click in here and you choose your script, Voice recognition, which is called auto track, is your first choice. So if I hit record, I this script would go at my pace. So if I'm starting to read it slow and then I read it faster, it will follow the pace that I'm going and it will move at my pace. That's auto track. If I don't want voice recognition and I like the speed scroll like you saw in the last two examples, just click that button to close it. Now you'll notice I can control the speed up and down. So it's either auto scroll or auto track. You have that as an option with the desktop app. Now, in terms of recording, you've got some cool options here. So there is a red slash down here at the bottom on this little square here. When that red slash is there, and I hit record, I will get my entire computer screen if that red slash is on. If I click that red slash to turn it off, now I have a bunch of choices in terms of the borders of what I'm going to record. Right now it's on custom. So what that means is I can crop around anything I want to crop around. See these blue lines? Whatever is within the blue lines will be part of the recording. So I can move it, crop it, whatever I want. I can get very specific. I also can change this orientation to portrait. So if I want to record a social media video right from my desktop app in the proper vertical portrait format, I can do that just like this. I also can select landscape, which is the proper YouTube orientation, and I can just record like that. The last part of this, which is different, is the recording. I'm going to hit record down the bottom. 3, 2, 1. And now I am recording. I can pause and resume this recording like we can with the other options. But the big difference here is the check mark. So like we saw with the webcam and the Chrome, when you hit check mark, it saves it into Dubb. That doesn't happen with the desktop app. When you select the check mark here, it opens up a preview window, and there is a clip that I have just recorded. So the desktop app is a clip recorder. So what we're going to do is we're going to record a couple clips, merge them together into one video, and then save it into Dubb. The reason this is cool is because with clip recording, you can drag and drop MP4 files of videos and make it part of the story here. So you can really create something really cool. You can really build a story. Got an MP4 file, you want to make a part of it here? Drop it right in. Now, what I just recorded here was a screen recording clip. So how do I keep going now? I got one clip. How do I keep going? So down to the bottom left, you have three creative icons to continue recording. The one all the way to the left is called record screen video. That's what I just did right here. So if I want to do another clip in this style, just click that button to the bottom left. It'll bring me right back to where I was. I could have swapped out the background. I could have put a different, image behind me, website, doc, whatever I wanted. I could have switched that out. Then I'm going to click record here, get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and now I am recording again. I'm going to hit the check mark, and there is the second clip that I've recorded in the same style as the first one. And I can physically move these clips. I don't have to record chronologically. I can grab a clip here, move it here. I can move it into any order that I would like. I also can tap the three-dot menu and download or delete each individual clip. So I can keep the ones I like, get rid of the ones that I don't. Down to the bottom left, you also have another icon, the middle icon down to the bottom left. That is a webcam option. If I select the webcam one, it's going to open up here. And now I am recording a webcam clip saying, hey, welcome to this video. Thanks for watching this video. Let me talk to you about something specific. Hit the check mark. And that looks visually different than the other ones that I did. The last option down to the bottom left is called Dubb Narrator. Dubb Narrator gives you the ability to take a video you've already recorded, it's sitting in your video library, take that video, put it inside of a bubble, and place it on top of anything you want to put it on top of. So I could have sat here in front of my webcam, delivered a video, hey, read a teleprompter, delivered the video, saved it into Dubb, and then pulled up a website or a doc or whatever I wanted to be on top of, click the narrator button below here. It takes me into my video library. Let's pretend this is the video that I want. And now look, it put the pre-recorded version of me on top of what I want to be on top of. I'm going to hit record, and now the pre-recorded version of me is going to do all the talking.
Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system.
And I can scroll, move, pause, whatever I want. Now, the last part of this is merging the clips together. So you have two options. Down to the bottom left, I can click upload. That will merge all the clips together and save it into Dubb. But I can also click edit below. And that will merge the clips together, but it's not going to save it into the platform. you're going to have a chance to edit that thing right here, which is really cool. You can do a quick little edit like I showed earlier inside of the Dubb platform. You can do that right here before you even save it into Dubb. And then you come right over here, click upload, and it's going to upload it into the platform. Now, the last creative way that we can record is with the Dubb mobile app. Now, the mobile app is very similar to the desktop app because it is a clip recorder, just like the desktop app, but it does some other cool stuff as well. So you want to get the Dubb mobile app, Dubbapp. Once you have the Dubb mobile app, here is how you're going to be able to record something. And I'll give you kind of the, whoops, I think I had the wrong thing. Hold on. I don't want to share that. Let me share this. Let's see, where are we? Are we hooked up? Let's see, iPhone. Yeah. Hold on. Let me see, make sure this allows what I want to show. Hmm. Sorry, guys. I don't know why it's not letting me do it. I really want to show you this. I might have to go old school. Let me try it one more time. Oh, here we go. I think this will work. Yes. All right, here we go. All right, so here's the mobile app right here. Here's the video library right here in the middle. And then to record a video, we're going to tap the blue camera icon right at the bottom. When you tap that there, that's going to open up your camera. When you do first have the mobile app, this will be defaulted for 1 minute of recording time. I always slide mine over to 10 minutes. That will stay sticky. So every time you open the app, it'll be on 10 minutes and you don't have to worry about getting cut off. I'm going to hit the circle at the bottom, tap the circle to record. You will see a timer here and you will see a timer up here. You can pause and resume this recording if you'd like to. You also can tap the circle again to end the recording. And there is the clip that I have recorded. So again, just like the desktop app that I just did, clip recording. And this clip has been automatically downloaded to my phone, so I have it in case I need it. I'm going to tap the circle again at the bottom just to record a second clip. Here we go. Tap it again. And there is the second clip. And I can physically move these around just like I could with the desktop app. I can take my finger, hold one, slide it. So put it in any order that I want to. And if I tap a clip individually, I can trim, rotate, play it, download. And if I select edit, this is where I can do some fun stuff. So the icons to the right, if I tap the music icon, I can select a whole bunch of music from our audio library in here, all royalty free. Just make sure you adjust the levels of the audio so it doesn't overwhelm your voice. I can select the scissor icon, do some trimming. I can select the text icon. And this is where, in the beginning that I talked about, you can type your hook in here. So like we talked about, type your hook. Whoops, I spelled it wrong. Your high hook. And you can move this around in different colors, fonts, sizes, whatever you'd like. You also have the option for a voiceover. So if you were doing like a property walkthrough in real estate and it was super loud and you got great visuals, go out to your car and do a quick little voiceover. You can tap this right here, the little microphone icon. Just make sure you adjust the levels at the bottom for the original audio and the voiceover. Maybe you want a little bit of the original audio with your voice mostly dominating, or you can make it, whatever percentage you want. But you have the ability to do a voiceover over the clip. You also can speed up the action here with a little timer icon. You can go all the way up to 10x. Maybe in real estate, you're running down the hallway or something, doing a property walkthrough. The automotive stuff we talked about at the top. Maybe you record around the car and then speed up that action like it's spinning around the car quick. You can do a lot of fun creative stuff by speeding it up to 10x if you want to. You also have a little icon down at the bottom right that can burn in subtitles here to the clip, or you can burn them into the actual video at the end. So it's your choice. Now, these icons right over here, what do they do in terms of function? Select the tooltip at the top, just tap it, and that's going to tell you what all this stuff does. I always have a countdown timer on, which is right here. I go with 3 seconds because it matches everywhere else in Dubb, 3, 2, 1, and you're ready to record. You can do 10 seconds if you want to, but it seems a little longer. You also have video stabilization, which is this little button right here. So if you're doing a walk and talk and it's too herky-jerky, select that, do low, medium, or high, and it'll basically take it from this to more like this. If you want to use a teleprompter, this little button right here, come in here, choose your script. Let's go, let's do, which one do I want? Maybe this one. Okay. So what you can do here is notice how I'm moving the script up or down like this. This is really cool because if you're reading a script and your eyes are not staying at the top and they're just wandering down here, move everything up so your eyes have to stay up where the camera is. You also can turn your phone landscape if you want to do a landscape version and the script will adjust next to the camera that way. You also can control your speed right here between 1 and 10. Click the play button to test your speed. If you want to make any changes, it's the pencil icon right here. Make some real-time changes, save it. Now, if you want to use auto track, which is voice recognition, like we showed in the desktop app, you can select the little gear icon right here, select auto track. Now, when I read the script, you notice it's going to highlight the words as I speak and go at my pace like this. This is how Paige made $500,000 in her business. She uses, and then I can keep going like that, but notice how it highlights it and then it'll keep moving. So that's called auto track. So you have voice recognition. So when you click the little button here to the left, choose auto track or auto scroll, whatever one you want to use. And then tap the button closed, tap it closed. Now, if you ever recorded a video outside of the Dubb mobile app and you want to drop it down in here, you can go right to your folder button here, go to the video you recorded inside the Dubb, inside your phone, add the clip, drop it in. If you want to physically record what's on your screen, it's this button here. If you want to use filters, this little button right here. You can kind of scroll through here and see what kind of effects you want to do. It's got different kinds of effects. Hey, I'm really angry. I'm turning into the Incredible Hulk. So you can do a lot of stuff like this. And we also have picture in picture down here. This is the one I showed in the beginning. So when you select this one here, hit record, and it will use both cameras on the phone. And now I can move around. I can make myself bigger. Say, hey guys, listen, check this out right here. Get out of the way, zoom into the background. You can do a lot of cool creative stuff. And then lastly, you have virtual background down at the bottom right. Just take screenshots on your phone. It'll put them behind you. You do the virtual background, and there you go. Lastly, to combine all of these clips into one video, all you need to do is select the blue button to the top right. That's going to merge your clips together into one video, and then it's going to be automatically downloaded to your phone. So you'll have the finished version of this video on your phone, and then you can just click the upload button, the blue upload button, and that's going to save it into Dubb. Now, once it's saved into the platform, you can share it. Now, on the mobile app here, you can do sharing. So notice this is your little video library right here. Just select the video you want. Let's go with this one right here. There's a big blue share button right here in the middle. Tap that there. Click copy for email, copies to the clipboard, paste it. Click copy for SMS, copies to the clipboard, paste it. You can also select the icons to the top right. Block icon is email, paper airplane icon is SMS. Now, if you do have a CRM that you really, really love and you've used it in the past, let's say you use like a HubSpot or a Salesforce or a Go High Level or a Lofty or whatever you like to use, maybe using a third-party sender like a MailChimp or a Constant Contact. We have a huge list of companies that we integrate with, like you can see right here. So if you do want to keep the software and stuff you already have, you have all your workflows set up, you love it, or maybe your company uses it and you got to use it, you can still just add video to whatever you're doing, which is why we have the integration. Now, you also can use Dubb as the all-in-one kind of solution for your CRM if you want to do that. There is a little place right over here under CRM where you can upload your contacts with a CSV file. You can do notes, tasks, deals, tags. You can do bulk sending with Dubb, email and SMS. And you also can do automation, workflows, automated drip sequences. That's part of our Pro Plus plan that you can do with that as well. Now, I mentioned in the beginning, in the very beginning, Auto, our AI guide right here in the dashboard, right up here at the top. Now, Auto can answer any questions about Dubb. How do I use the Chrome extension desktop app? How do I do bulk sending? It can do all kinds of customer service answering right here. It also can answer strategy questions. If I was in insurance, what are the 5 best videos to make about life insurance? It could answer that. Now, it can also do copywriting, but it has a cool little feature right here over to the right, this little person, little user icon to the right. If you select that there, notice it says basic and sales. Okay. So imagine I'm in real estate and I want to make, a video newsletter for my buyers and my sellers. In other words, I have different messaging for different parts of my audience. Like we talked about in the landing pages in the beginning. Whatever industry you're in, you should set up different profiles for different parts of your audience. So let's stick with buyers and sellers. I'm going to click create profile. I'm going to fill these out by answering the questions so the AI learns about this part of my audience. And then when I'm getting ready to write some copy, I just want to choose the audience that I'm speaking to. So I'm going to select sales. I'm going to come in here and say, hey, Otto, write me a script about blah, blah, blah. It will write it. It will say, hey, do you want to save this into Dubb? Yes. Save it into the platform. and then I can load it right into a teleprompter and I can deliver it and record it. So it's a really nice workflow to get into. But the point is, you want to have these different profiles set up for different parts of your audience. So the AI, when it's prepping to write something for you, some copy, it will remember these important things about your audience. Now, if you do need help with stuff, again, Auto can help with Dubb. So can the little intercom bubble right down here to the bottom left. If you have any questions, you can talk to the AI right over here or a human being on the team. You can do a keyword search. If I popped in there, Chrome extension, it'll give me an article and a video with some screenshots as well explaining it. You also can call Sophia. She's our AI coach right over here. You can call this number 24/7. Sophia will give advice on tech, strategy, whatever you need. You also can select this little button, this little link right here, second link under training. Select it here. It'll take you to our video library right here. We have a whole bunch of videos about Dubb, all labeled, all in order right there. You also can go to our YouTube support channel, put into YouTube Dubb support, and we'll bring up the video library of stuff we have. All of these live trainings here go there to live within a couple hours after we're done. Lastly, if you want to refer Dubb to anyone, we have a really cool referral program. Just click apply now down here. It will create your referral link for you. And we do a 30% recurring commission on anyone that subscribes through that link. So if you shared your link with me, I click on it and I buy, I subscribe, you're going to get 30%. And then if I create my own link and I share it with someone else and they subscribe through my link, you get another 10%. So it's a simple 30 and 10. And we're really supportive of partners. Invite them in here to the training, dubb.com/T. We're in here 5 days a week. If you ever have a group of people together, a small group, let me know. I can always come in and pitch for you. Also, if you know 4 or 5 professional contacts, you can get a free account with Dubb. So just kind of go through your Rolodex, maybe in your head, or if you physically have a little Rolodex still, think about who are some professional contacts that you think could really use Dubb well. Send them your link, they check us out and stuff, and then you get 4 or 5 people, you get a free account. And then we have people doing well beyond that. So if you love using something, it's kind of easier to share it. And once you get used to using Dubb, it's a cool thing to share. So. Okay, so let me pop back over. Anybody have any questions? Anything on anybody's mind from kind of what we discussed today? Anybody going around the horn? Going once, going twice, going thrice from anybody? Anybody? Okay, well, everybody, thanks for coming in. I'm going to put this in the chat before we go. I would grab this if you don't have it already. Feedback at Dubb. We encourage everyone, if you're trying a new style, if you're just getting going, kind of get the reps back in. If you want to record a video, pretend we're the prospect or the warm, contact, whoever it is, send it over to us as an example. We can give you feedback, and then you can send it out for real if you want. So anyway, Ina, thanks so much for the support as always. Everyone else, thanks for coming in. We will see you tomorrow on Friday. Happy Thursday, everybody.